This easy and mouth-watering recipe is typically served in a celebration menu, such as Christmas, New Year's Eve, or a Valentine dinner. Of course, to be served with champagne, to make the hot oysters recipe you will need fresh oysters, spinach, the white part of a leek, white wine, egg yolks, butter, white pepper, salt, cayenne pepper, and rock salt to stabilize the oysters. Start to make the garnish. I have removed the stems of my spinach and I have washed them several times to remove all the dirt and sand, if any. Then slice the white part of the leek into thin paysan. Watch your fingers. Then cut the rest in half. And slice the rest of the leek up to the core. Place a knob of butter in a saucepan. Let it melt. Then add the leeks. Cook for about a minute, stirring once in a while. Then add the spinach. And cook the vegetable together until totally melted and soft. So for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then when the vegetables are melted down, you may season them with salt and pepper. Salt, and I'm using white pepper today. Good. Then mix well. Turn off the heat and let the vegetables cool down off the heat. Now let's prepare the oysters. Place a rag on your thumb. Thus you have about 4 layers of rag to protect your hand. Hold the oyster firmly, flat side up, rounded edge away from you. Then count 1/3, 2/3. Insert the knife between the two shells and twist. There we go, and twist. Then section the muscle on the top of the shell and it open. So let's have a look. Where did I make the cut? You see I count 1/3, 2/3, and the muscle was right there. So it was right on the spot. Now, what you can do when you open your oyster, sometimes because you break it, you have some little shells. So it's okay to drop the first water. That way the shells will go with it. And the oyster will reproduce the water that it needs. Then just separate the oyster on the bottom from the shell, that it's easy to eat. And check the next one. Place the salt as a layer on a tray or a cookie sheet. Then drain the water through a sieve and place the oyster in a saucepan. Good. Then pass the water from the plate through the little sieve to catch small shell pieces. Then take the saucepan to the stove. Bring the oysters to a boil. So we're going to poach them in their own juice. So the oysters will cook very quickly. So we just want to bring it to a boil and that's it. Meanwhile, melt the butter in the microwave. The oysters start to boil. Good. The oysters are poached and the butter is melted. We are going to let it set thus the buttermilk goes down and separates from the butter. Then fill the oyster with a thin layer of leek and spinach, then place an oyster on the top of it. So divide the vegetables evenly. If you have too much, you could put more vegetables, it's up to you. Now we are going to make the sabayon. Break the eggs and separate the yolk from the white. Oops. Place the yolk in a bowl. Nice yolks, beautiful color. Great. Add the white wine and let's go to the stove. Turn the broiler on high and turn the heat on. Place the bowl straight on the heat, so you want to use a stainless steel bowl, and whisk the yolk and the white wine together over the flame. So I'm about an inch over the flame or the heat. Then go on the side. And you want to be able to control the temperature on the bottom of the bowl. So if it's too hot for your hand, it will mean that it's too hot for the egg yolks. Okay, done. So check the temperature, that's pretty good. It's hot, but it's not burning hot. Right? My hand doesn't burn, so I can hold it. Go back on the heat, 2 seconds. Done. Now let's add the butter and the seasoning. Add the clarified butter. That's it. Do not use the buttermilk, which is on the bottom. And season. Season with salt, white pepper, because otherwise you will see black dots. White pepper. And cayenne pepper, a pinch of it because this is pretty strong. Whisk. Taste the sauce. Very nice. Then spoon the sabayon over the oysters, making sure to cover totally the oyster, because otherwise they will dry out under the broiler. Look at the consistency of the sauce. It's pretty thick, very nice, a great sabayon. Sabayon is a hot emulsified sauce, so it's an egg yolk mixture with a little bit of clarified butter added to it. In Italian cuisine we call it sabayon or zabaglione, and in French cuisine sabayon are always gratinated. It's the same technique as an hollandaise, pretty much. Then now place the oyster under the broiler and don't go anywhere. It will go very fast. It will flash the top very quickly, so keep an eye on them. So place under the broiler, which is hot, and wait a minute or two, depending how strong your broiler is. Then place the oysters on a platter. The point towards the center. Oysters with white wine Sabayon au gratin. Bon appétit!